Okay, moving on to the next couple of problems. One of the downsides with these videos is I don't have a calculator emulator on my computer. So when I say you have to put this in the calculator, you're going to have to do that yourself. But for these two questions, we're just asked to find the minimum sample size required to estimate the population proportion. So there's an equation, a formula for that. And the formula for calculating minimal sample size is n equals z alpha over 2 squared, that's a critical value, times p hat times q hat, all divided by margin of error squared. Okay, that is the formula to calculate minimum sample size. So these two questions really are quote unquote plug and chug, except for the fact that you're not strictly given the critical value, but you are given the confidence level. Okay, so for number 3, you're given the confidence level is 30. Confidence level is 95%. 95%. You need to remember, recall, or just jot down that a confidence level of 95% yields a critical value z alpha over 2 of 1.96. Okay, so that means z alpha over 2 is 1.96. Also, you're told that p hat and q hat are unknown. So how do you do this problem? Well, there's a special formula when p hat and q hat are unknown. Is you basically replace these two with 0.25 because that maximizes this value. So my minimum sample size for this for estimating a population proportion would be z alpha over 2, which is 1.96 squared, times 0.25, all divided by margin of error squared, which you're given that 0.014, and then you want to square that. Okay, so then I would put that in the calculator. Ooh, I'm running out of, I keep looking at the wrong place. This is 0. Right here is 0.25. Sorry, I squeezed that off the monitor. So then n is going to equal, I guess I'll write it over here. So you go to the calculator. 1.96 squared times 0.25. Divide that by parentheses 0.014 squared. And I get 4,900. Boom. So minimum sample size for this problem is 4,900. Okay? 4,900. I'm already going all over the place. That was number 3. Number 4. Similar. Confidence level is 90%. P hat you're given is 0.30, so that tells me that Q hat is 0.70 because they have to add up to 1. Confidence level of 90%, that yields a critical value of you have to memorize. You know what? You don't have to memorize it. You could use the formula or the formula sheet. I want to find it for you. Okay, let's see if I get this on the video. Okay. Confidence intervals. 95 is 1.96. 90 is 1.645. Okay? So that critical value is 1.96. That means Z alpha over 2 is 1.645. We know the margin of error, so then we can use the formula to calculate the minimum sample size. So 1.645 squared times 0.3 times 0.7. I'm going to draw a line here. All over margin of error 0.07 and then square that. Okay, so then put that in, chug it in your calculator. I get 115. We're doing sample size, so you round that up because it's 115.9. So 116, the minimum sample size for number 4, numero quattro.